Alright, well, we'll begin then. Really quick, ships have been added to the map because ship model is CA. Thank you, Marcus. We're actually finding the fucking ships because too many goddamn pages of ships on the workplace.
And most of them aren't even, like, usable ships, they're spaceships.
For space.
It's for the gnomes, obviously.
But don't you know about the great gnome and, gnome vs. goblin war? It was the GG war.
And don't forget about the giant space hamsters. Or is that Spelljammer? That might be Spelljammer.
Of course the humans own the fucking warship.
Not only did OBS kind of drop everything, it forgot everything, apparently.
Noah, the elves have a galley. And so do the dwarves.
But don't you know? The cat's ship is called Catterick.
And the orcs.
Okay, well, last time, everyone was doing their own thing, from Tara's visiting the post office at the town hall, and gathering some letters to deliver and noticing Kaz, to Cardum, Unan, and Athos doing some dock work before eventually meeting up together and forming a bit of a party and trying to find an inn to stay at, later down the line. Where they rented some rooms and overheard some of the conversation of a patron, where Unan learned that some of these battles happened fairly recently of theirs in the Orc homeland, and learned where to go to join the military, fight monsters, and another thing that I forgot.
Just joining the military and fighting monsters. And then
I think that was about it.
Well,
I fucked with
there was a third thing, and I just don't remember what it was at the moment.
I messed, I think, with Kaz or one of them that were like, I want to fight stuff. And then I went back and I said, yeah, they said you don't want to fight stuff. They're really strong. And he was like, oh, okay. And then I went, nah, I'm just fucking with you. That's where you go to fight stuff. And then Unan went and had a birthday. It's his birthday! Went and had a slumber party.
Oh, and Noah was also falling asleep by the end of the last session.
Yeah, that too.
Mm-hmm.
Can't forget about that detail.
Probably won't happen anymore, because no more fucking 9 a.m. Clash bullshit.
Yay!
Forever?
He passed it on to me.
Forever.
For next 5 weeks until next term comes around, possibly.
Fair enough. So, yeah, that's where we are picking up. I believe a couple of you guys went off to your room for the night.
It would be me.
And the rest of you were still either putting shit in your room, coming back down, or about to leave or something.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna throw most of my stuff in the room and probably take about 10 silver with me.
How does the city feel about weapons and whatnot?
In what regard?
I mean, like, obviously we had them holstered more or less, but I mean, like, if you have them holstered and you're walking around, has there been signs like they really don't like you having weapons in certain areas of the town, like the festival itself, or is it kind of okay?
You can carry them around, but as soon as you unsheath it, there might be an issue depending on what the situation is.
Well, shit, I better go get some gloves.
Just don't make them gauntlets.
Or just get gauntlets and cover them in leather.
New meaning to brass knuckles.
Anyway, that was it. That's all I wanted to know. Just so if I knew I needed to not bring weapons, you're not with me. And I'm sure anyone with weapons also needed to know it.
Okay, well, so yeah, Taurus was in his room. Taurus, what are you doing in the room?
I said one of them could take up a spot, so I'm leaving the door unlocked, unpacking my stuff, taking my armor off, and I'm reading a book till I fall asleep.
Okay. What book are you reading?
Interplanar Delicacies, a cookbook about making things out of food from different planes.
Okay, and then what are the rest of you going to be doing?
Was any of the competitions going to be going on today?
The first? No.
Fuck it. Unan's like 3, 4, 8 drinks and whatever. A drink and a couple shots. He wants to go up, he goes up to the bartender and goes, hey, do you know, is there any, like, events or nightlife going on today?
Do you know the Muffin Man?
The Muffin Man?
The Muffin Man?
In which case, the keeper responds, no, I do not know the Muffin Man. But to actually answer the question, mysterious voice, besides the ones that I told you about, Those are happening over the next few days, I believe. Though you may want to ask a guard or head to town hall or something to find out the actual information on that. No, I'm not aware of any in particular. Though there's always fireworks going off, I'm sure you can hear them now. If not, you could always head outside and I'm sure you'll be able to see them off in the distance. I'm sure there's some small games being played by people over the market area, and I don't know, I'm sure you guys could probably find something if you were to look for it.
Okay. Well, wait, do we need to sign up for those competitions, or do you just show up?
Well, I know for the fishing one and the ones that I mentioned for the main square, the melee one and the archer one, you just need to show up to it. If there's any other events going on that I'm unaware of, I don't know if you'll need to sign up beforehand or not.
I'm guessing I'd find that out at the town square, or at the town hall.
You asking me out of character, or are you asking the innkeep?
Yes.
And then in which case, my response to that is also, yes.
Okay. He gives him a thumbs up and goes, okay. I'm coming back to my room. I'm going to the town hall real quick. To which Unan turns around, goes over to the table, realizes that Taurus is gone, and goes, like he takes a moment and looks at them all and goes, me and Athos are gonna go to the town hall and see if we need to sign up for anything. And yeah, we're gonna go sign up if we have to.
That sounds like a wonderful idea.
I'm not gonna probably be going with them, but I'm just probably gonna wander the town. Just try and familiarize myself with most of the area.
Does he say that he's doing that, or is he just gonna get up, walk out with us, and then just go in a different direction?
He'll probably go with... I assume you're probably taking this street?
He'd be taking the most direct route, so no, he'd probably be going up and to the left, and then just keep going up until you can see the teleporter, and turn left, and then go to the town hall.
I'll probably split off here, then.
Okay. Well, in that case, since you're not saying to Unan that you're not going, he just gives a kind of arm thrust down, and goes, yes! Field trip! And then, him and Athos start to walk out.
I mean, it's technically not the most direct route, Marcus.
I said essentially, like, the most, but...
You can cut between buildings, Marcus.
Well, I mean,
it's
yeah,
permitted.
But I saw
He
no
follows
walking on the
rules
grass
and-
sign.
Yeah, he follows the rules, and there's streets, and I mean, obviously you're supposed to walk on the streets.
But you may never know what you find in the woods in this place, Marcus.
Oh, Marcus is aware, but I gotta play Unan as Unan, and Unan is he's the best good boy.
So wait, Marcus, did you find the one hatch then?
The what?
The one hatch?
The one hatch?
Yeah, there's one hatch. No? No idea what I'm talking about? Never mind then.
No idea what you're talking about.
There's a hatch somewhere in this city.
There is indeed a hatch somewhere in the city. Are you trying to find it now?
Yes.
Maybe.
We're all
You
trying
gave
to
us
find
the
it,
idea
yes?
that it
No, I'm
exists.
not.
Actually, I need to remember the hell it was. Wait, where the fuck did I put it? Ah,
It's just gone. It doesn't exist.
Okay.
He's lying. He's getting on a wild goose chase.
I see where it is.
Anyway. So yeah,
Anyway.
I guess most of us are all going there. I guess, actually, before heading out, Unan looks at the others and goes, should we go tell, Taurus? Taurus?
That would probably be wise if he's with our lovely band here.
Well, he was sleeping on the docks when you introduced us.
I turn around, I guess before heading out then, he stops, turns around, goes up to the bartender and goes, which room did my friend Taurus stay in?
He tells you which
The bartender
room
retired.
it is on. I believe it was the first floor.
Alright. He goes up to that room and on the door.
Quickly close my book, set it under me, and say, yes?
Hey, we're
Oh,
gonna
wow.
go see if we have to sign up for any of those competitions. You should come.
Yeah, I'll be out in a second. I slip my book under my pillow, and I walk out.
Unan's standing there waiting for you. Big ol' smile on his face and grabs you by the arm and starts walking forward.
I uncomfortably shift in my clothing and continue with him.
He walks out with you and goes, I found him! And then lets go of your arm and then goes over by Athos and kind of looks at one of you guys. So, where's the town hall?
Well, as I just arrived today, I would say I don't know.
Me and Kaz came from there earlier.
Awesome, lead the way. Side note, pause real quick as Marcus, not as Unan. I was really trying to fight myself from having Unan go, well, based on the trajectory of the sun, the stars, and the moon, I would think it's nearest to the portal. And based on societal geography, obviously they'd want to have it not exactly north. So, let's go to the north.
In which case you'd be going away from the town.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm gonna backtrack that one guild place we went through.
By the way, you guys are able to see a faint purple-colored glow from the portal at this time of night. Bright enough to see from a distance.
City lights!
Bright enough to see from a distance, not bright enough to annoy the people around it.
Oh, the portal's not just a train?
No, it's not, it doesn't have a spotlight, Liam.
Damn.
I mean, technically, at this point, Kelb, you now do have spotlights that in that bag.
Yeah, but they're not purple, are they?
I think the one you can turn purple-ish.
The problem with that, Marcus, is asset bundles and lighting generally require a specific actual lighting color code, and it's hard to just dynamically update that because it's an asset bundle.
No, I mean, like, it has the different states, and I think purple's one of the states, but I can't remember.
Is it?
It might be. Like, different ones have different color states.
Okay, I remember the things you're talking about, but I don't remember those giving a glow.
It was like 2 or 3 of them. A lot of them don't do...
I was very
It was the one that was like the
confused.
summoning circle.
I
Anyway,
was moving Kaz, and I went to set him back down at the original spot, and then he just kept going, and I was like, oh no, he's possessed.
well,
But somebody
Anyway,
else is moving him
so-
along.
No, you said you were stopping by the Blessing of the Bound, right? Which is the actual
Yes.
name of the guild hall, by the way. I put that in the description. Marcus, it's not that far. It's literally right here.
gotcha.
Were you going to try to decipher more of the words then? Even though I just said the
Yes.
full name.
Yes, I will try and decipher the middle bit.
Hey, Kelb,
Yes.
what's it say? I speak Celestial.
Are you saying you notice him noticing it and trying to read it?
Yeah. Like, him... Are you going up to it, Noah, or are you trying to glance at it, like, from a distance?
Probably doing it from distance. I know the first and the last bit, blessing something bound, then linguistics. 18.
Is it a small sign, or is it a big sign, Kelb?
It's big enough to indicate that there's an actual thing here, but it's not big enough to like just be like, I am reading a normal book at a normal distance. It's smaller than me able to just be able to plainly read it.
Is it obvious it's a guild hall?
Yeah.
Pretty much so. Noah, you said you rolled an 18?
Yep.
Well, unfortunately you're not able to decipher it still.
And I'll keep walking by.
1 minute.
And if you want to notice him, Marcus, roll perception.
Yeah, that's what I was about to do. 15 on the die makes it a 19. To spot.
Spot, there is no spot. I said perception.
To perception.
To perceive?
Yeah.
Percept spot.
to perceptify.
To spot, search, perception thing.
Well,
Cast Spotify. Wait, no.
Unan is able to perceptify Tara's trying to read the sign.
What's the sign say?
Blessing of the Bound.
It's just of the bound?
Yes.
Gotcha, okay. As they're walking by, Unan notices Taurus really focusing, and Unan leans over and goes, Did you want to go stop in at Blessing of the Bound?
You can read Celestial?
Yeah, and Draconic, and Dwarven, and Elven, obviously Common.
Ah,
Athos can too.
I don't know most of those languages. I know the elemental languages, but I was trying to decipher that earlier, and I only got the first and last bit.
See, we ASMR, we learn Common and Celestial, and obviously Draconic, it's magic, and we deal a lot with humans, elves, and dwarves, so obviously I wanted to learn Dwarven and Elven, but we don't do much with the elemental planes.
Not entirely true, Marcus. There's one on that.
Not the ASMRs. Unan doesn't deal much with them.
Fair enough.
I've dealt a lot with them. It's mainly why I know them. So, do you know exactly what that is? Looks like a guild hall, probably a holy paladin one or something?
Yeah, it's
Maybe cleric?
ASMR, it's Celestial, so they must have some sort of connection to divine.
As a reminder, there was a cross, which was the main logo of the place that was emanating a magic aura.
It must be some sort of divinity. Obviously, guild hall. Then. Maybe they'll have jobs. We can get divine jobs.
A divine divinity,
Divine
perhaps.
job.
Please, go down below and clear out the divine sewers of all these nasty evil rats.
Sorry, I'm just playing up his personality. Smart-ish, wise-ish, but kind of
Child.
shut in.
Shut-in child.
Well, he definitely isn't a child. He's like 30, but didn't
he's
do
a
much.
child.
You could imagine him as like a child TV pop star kind of thing, where they didn't really get to experience their childhood, so they never really grew out of their childhood.
Keep on
He's not a
walking.
child star, though. Anyway, keep on walking. Well, I guess we keep on walking. Unan might come back to it later, might not, but for now he's not that invested. So now we get to the crossroads, Lamb.
I'm going the way I know of how I got here.
And I'm also going that way.
Are you guys hiding the fact that you're going that way?
Not really.
No, I'm just kind of turning.
I was
Alright,
Going that
also
way.
I was also in the back of the group, so
I don't know about the rest of them, but, well, Noah was leading, so if he's going that way too, we're following. We're going that way too. Because, again, Unan has no idea where the hell he's going. So, as far as he's concerned, Taurus is definitely leading us.
Now we turn and swim through the ocean.
I mean, you could. To get to a galley.
Yeah, definitely see it up ahead now.
I rolled to see if I noticed that Karnam left, and no.
yeah, Carter just kind of keeps following the outside road.
I rolled a 3. You're still with us.
As far as Marcus is concerned, Rudon, I should say, you are still with them.
And I didn't look back.
So was Cardam looking for anything in particular while those guys continue walking towards the town hall?
No, not in particular. He's just kind of going. He's just trying to, like, get a mental map of the streets. Or at least as much so as he can in, like, maybe a few hours.
Okay, well, he will definitely notice the windmill, the grain silo, and this
Rude Awakening.
yeah, shop called Rude Awakening, as well as the well.
Is it run by an awakened horse?
No.
They
No,
killed
not
me.
that you know of, anyway.
You've got street flowers.
Yep.
That you can't select.
I'm aware about the flowers. What about them?
Okay.
They're decorations, Marcus.
Sorry, you can go ahead and continue with Lamb. I didn't mean to interrupt you. I didn't know if you knew.
I mean, unless Lamb suddenly just starts sprinting, there's not much else he's going to see. In which case, Lamb, you will need to roll about 4 or 5 acrobatics.
I could do that.
If you want to actually just start sprinting through crowds of people.
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna be doing that.
Now in my headcanon, it's just Unan and Athos are just blatantly, like, ignorant to the fact that Karnam left, and they just keep walking forward. Meanwhile, in the background, there's just this constant yelling of "ah," and then people going "oh crap" and whatever else getting out of the way, and just this non-stop, obviously someone sprinting through the town, pushing people out of their way, and Unan's just like, "I'm glad the whole game is here."
I'm trying to use the power of my rage to fly! Wait, no. I'm not a barbarian.
part of me kind of wants you to start sprinting.
I think he has enough presence of mind to not do that.
Probably a good idea.
Although he is still caught up on, like, trying to figure out that thing from earlier in the day.
Oh, the handcart?
Yeah.
I feel like that's part of the ultimate thing, is he's walking around looking for inspiration.
Maybe as a side thing.
It's almost like Blue's Clues. As you walk by, you see like an item, you see a wheel on a wheelbarrow, and it's like,
Marcus, before you continue, Lamb, roll me an int.
Enter engineering.
Oh, right, you have engineering. Roll me engineering. I keep reading you have engineering. Don't know why.
That is a 26.
Okay, yeah, upon noticing the, windmill, you might, realize that you need a couple wheels for this, hand truck thing.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out how to make the hand truck horribly wrong for my first attempt.
Now with the roll of 26. Yes, the, windmill is spinning in the wind.
Roll a wigger,
Inspires
figure
you
shit
by
out
using
check.
wheels.
Right.
And then Lamb invents the steam engine.
So it needs to have wheels and it needs to be metal.
hey, Kelb, this right here. I'm my headcanon also. This is Void House.
What the fuck happened to the tile?
I don't know, but since it's not there, it is now Void House in my head.
Everything around it is just dead.
It's fine.
No, see,
fine.
it's just a grassy plain
fine.
that no one
fine.
notices.
Now.
See, it's just a
the town's too
grassy
big.
plain that no one else notices. But if you somehow seep through the cracks of reality, bam, just floating out in the middle of nowhere is a house. And Old Man Jenkins is there.
Cal has the one tile. Jarek drops out. That's how that works, right?
Shh, it's fine.
No, staying in is one thing. Leaving or joining is another.
And we're only up to 3,745 objects in the world.
Way less than what it was.
By about 1,500.
He deleted all of my mushrooms.
Good. You don't need more drugs.
Hey, I deleted 2 sets of dice for me. Just to lower the count even further.
I mean, to be fair, Tate, your medical goop doesn't exist in this reality. At least until Kelp decides he wants you to have fucking drugs again.
And they're all
Yes,
site-based drugs too, so you can't even get the effect.
Kind of tempted to do that now. But maybe at a later day when everyone's forgotten. We'll see.
Well, that's medical goop version 3. You start seeing but not being able to interact with the ethereal plane, and you cannot see the material plane. So there's
That
just
would be
monsters.
kind
There's just monsters everywhere around you, and you can't do shit about it.
That would just be kind of insanity-inducing.
I'm healed, but I see forever. Anyway, so I'm guessing back to us then, Kelb?
Yeah.
Okay. Is it obvious this is the town hall, or is Taras gonna have to, like, this is it?
At first you're walking towards the wizard building.
I mean, it'll be fairly obvious, unless you're not paying attention, then it might be like, what is this building?
It's just another church, obviously.
Alright, well, Unan is pretty well invested in looking at the portal, and he looks at Taras and goes, so, where's that?
The town hall?
You're pointing at it?
I'm walking up the steps and opening the fucking door.
Okay. Unan looks and goes, oh, and then follows.
Well, the door's locked.
I cast unlock. No.
I mean, I didn't take it, but I could have learned to open, close, and just...
I casted the
And
knock
then-
spell.
And then that's when Karnam finds out we're all in jail for breaking and entering.
I look around for a sign that posts its hours.
Well, you don't find such a sign, but you do find a sign that lists all the events and which day they're on.
Are there names, like, written on it or anything?
You do not see any.
Are there spots for names?
I mean, there's blank space next to the event names, but there's no one's names there or enough room to even have like a couple thousand people write their name.
Gotcha. I don't think we can sign up yet.
By the way, I don't think the open close spell works on locked objects.
Alternatively,
It does not.
Alternatively, you may just not need to sign up.
Is there anything listed on there involving summoning? Or is it just generic magic?
There is not.
Alright, generic magic it is.
Though Unan, upon closer looking for such a thing in the list, notices that there are multiple sheets here, as if you could take one.
Multiple sheets?
Yes.
Is anything on them, or is it just blank?
It's a flyer.
It's
Wait.
essentially a flyer with the list of events.
Gotcha. Alright, Unan takes 6. Then he stops. And he puts 3 back. So he has 3.
But there's...
I know.
5?
I never said I'm handing them out to people.
Wait.
Fair enough.
Yeah,
Okay.
okay.
Okay, well you have the pages then, I guess.
I was expecting and then to be he realizes that we're missing a member.
I was too.
Same. But
One
then you
minute.
said 3 back, and I was like, wait, okay. Second one I can understand because of Athos.
I'm just gonna do a blatant, Okay, he got 15, so he's not that stupid. Hey, Carnum's gone.
Oh. Where did he go?
No clue. I was just walking back here.
I don't remember the streets being crowded enough to lose him.
Unan, grabs 2 more sheets, just nonchalantly, hoping no one notices, but not hiding it at all.
I noticed and just like peek one eye over the corner. And just turn back. Well, he knows where we're sleeping. If he's not in trouble, he'll probably just end up back there.
But he will end up in trouble.
And the town guards can deal with that.
No, that wasn't in character.
If we see him on one of those T-post things with his head forward and we all get to buy tomatoes, I say we all do it.
On a roll of 7, have I ever known of the Guild of the Sun Soul Wizards? I'm guessing it's a roll of knowledge history, right?
Yeah.
Do
do you know of them?
praise the sun?
No, you don't.
The Guild of the Redundant Wizards?
I found the cheering clock.
Okay, congratulations, Tate. What's your point?
Let's just say I found the cheering clock.
Anyway, so I look at the rest of them and go, so I grabbed everyone paper and I handed out to one to everyone except for Athos, because she goes with me. And I go, I got one for Carnum. I guess we head back now?
Sure. Do you want to take the same way, or do you want to go around the town a bit?
Are fireworks going off right now?
There is, however, you guys will also be hearing some louder noises of people shuffling in the building nearby.
Which one?
The one to the left of the town hall. Depending on your orientation, of course, but
So
the
that
giant
building.
one. The giant one.
Unan gets curious and peeks into a window.
You see a bunch of people inside
Aren't you
as...
lawful good?
Yeah.
Curious about something. It's not like he's entering the damn house.
Upon peeking inside, you see a bunch of people gathering around tables with books, and you see books on shelves. You might consider this a library of sorts.
It's a very loud library.
A library?
Kaz is
That sounds like a
heavily
terrible
into that
idea.
There may be an event going on here that you guys are unaware of, and it's not on the list.
Well, Unan's pretty truthful, so a library might help him.
Library.
Sorry. Anyway.
I don't want any fucking libraries in your hands, Marks.
No, he said it's very truthful, so it's a library.
Tate, I was the first one to make the library joke. I knew it was a bad joke, so I tried to let it fly under the radar, but Marcus caught it.
Oh no, I'm definitely writing it down, because now that is absolutely, anytime I ever make something again, gonna be one of the foliage is a
Fuck.
library. Anyway, Unan looks at the rest of them and goes, Hey, should we see what's going on in there?
Sure. Just keep in mind it's impolite to peek.
Also,
What
I
is
added it to the
this?
notes for this campaign, so...
God damn it, Jared.
Anyway, what did you say, Jared? Or whoever talked?
He didn't say anything, he put a link in chat. Which, Tate, stop referencing chat. God damn it. It's part of the immersion!
I'm sorry.
And according to that test early, that's very important to me.
And me! What's wrong with you?
Let's go on. Go in, Unan.
Is everyone else going in too with them?
And now we have references to Discord. Yes, I am!
You said this place was a library?
Yeah, it looks like a library.
Or is it a library?
I step in and
You know they have
shove
two unique purposes.
Cause out of the way.
As you guys enter, by the way, if you look above the door you can speak Elven, you will see the name of the library.
Can you speak Elven? Can anyone here not speak Elven?
I can
Me.
Me.
Wait, you can't speak Elven, Noah?
No, I have Dwarven.
Unan,
Common,
Same.
Aquan, Orin, Doran,
Ah.
Ignan, Terran.
Hi,
Elven, and
Warren?
Sylvan.
the thing that's funny to me for Taurus is that he knows, like, Aquan, but Aquan if I remember right, shares a common alphabet with Elven.
I believe it
Yep.
does.
It does.
It's just amusing to me. Anyway, Unan looks at Taurus, sees him mouthing more or less the words because it's the same letters, realizes he doesn't have the ability to speak Elven since he mentioned he can't speak some of those languages, and leans over and goes, "It says tidal wave."
Actually, what's on front is Tidal Wave Library.
Or
It
it says tidal wave library, and then he kind of like nudges him with his elbow, you know, like that kind of pun L thing. You're like, get it? Like tidal wave, and he laughs to himself and he starts walking in.
I follow suit.
Kaz was already inside.
Kaz was shoved out of the fucking way.
Kaz was on the opposite side of you, so he wasn't shoved out of the way.
She was, because he kept making the fucking library joke.
Anyway, so I guess we are all inside of it, Kel, except for
Oh my.
Lamb.
Well, upon entering,
No, Lamb ended up there too.
you guys are greeted by a person at the door and says, "Oh, are you guys here for the speed reading competition?"
Unan gets like a confused-ish look on his face, looks at the others as if they might know something, looks and goes, "What's speed reading?"
Well, we give you drugs, and then you're supposed to try to read accurately.
That'd be
You just
great.
mean reading really fast?
Yes, essentially, you're supposed to read as much as you possibly can in the allotted time.
I'm so sad that I'm not playing a chaotic character right now.
Flower overwhelmed.
Because I would just have all my points put into bluff. And then technically I have a good amount of points in bluff. I just open the book, flip through real quick, close it, and roll a bluff that I read it. Anyway, Unan looks at the others. So, anyone good at speed reading?
I'll do it. What language?
The books that you'll be reading will be provided your own language, your native language.
Perfect.
Don't want to give a unfair advantage to anyone for the books being a language that they are not familiar with.
My native tongue is shorthand.
My native tongue is Drow Sign Language. It should be my native hand, but whatever.
That's pretty good. I was also gonna make the joke of like, my native tongue.
My native tongue.
My native tongue is thieves' cant. So
It takes 4 times longer to convey anything to anyone, and it really sucks. Only the people I want to get it though.
so what you're saying is it's just normal words and nudging. Exactly. Anyway,
My
I
native
would
tongue.
like to enter this speed reading competition.
My native tongue is in my mouth.
So, do you have any books in Aklo?
Is that the name of the veteran language?
Yes. It is a remote pocket of Darklands.
In which case, if a person responds with, it doesn't matter what language it is, the books are magical. They will change to form the, whatever language it is native to you.
Perfect.
Wow, way to have cheater books, God.
Do you expect us to have books any other way, Lamb?
Yes.
I want
them to have to order books from another library for the speed reading competition.
God, what is it gonna do with Kaz? It's just gonna be smells.
He's just going to eat the book and
is just
gain
gonna
knowledge.
have smells come out of it, or it's gonna be Braille. One of the two. I was gonna.
No, Kaz can still read with his mind.
I was gonna say Athis joins in, and her book is just pictures. It's just a picture book.
Although I can imagine the guy who's hosting the competition's probably like, did the guy without eyes just ask to read a book?
Well, the person at the fucking door is blind as hell. Does not notice that Tate's character does not have eyes or anything, and does not fucking notice that you're a goddamn summoner.
He's too busy with his nose in the other books.
Since the others didn't ask it, Unan looks and goes, "Does it cost anything to join?
No, this is just part of the festival.
Do you win anything?"
Yes, there is a few prizes, but we wish to keep them secret.
You get a +8 great sword of bastard slaying.
You get a robe of anti-summoning that prevents you from summoning. I'm out.
You get glasses of comprehend language. Only works on written text.
So out of game, Kel, is this just going to be a roll, and basically the roll's going to determine about how far we've read, or a series of rolls, and that's going to determine?
Yes.
Okay.
This is not one of those detail-oriented events.
Damn it, I was gonna try and do that.
No, I thought about it, but I'm like, I don't really know how to make details really relevant in this. Because it's speed reading, not necessarily comprehension reading. So,
But I have a book Larry and everything.
We're going to pause game for about an hour. I'm going to send you guys a link. You have to read as far as you can, and in 1 hour, I'm going to ask you a series of questions about it. And no.
maybe in the future we'll do something like that.
Oh god.
But I mean, the school system doesn't know the difference between speed reading and comprehension.
The school
True.
system doesn't know the difference between much anymore. Or at least not the American school system.
That country's doing it, and their kids are smarter than ours. Let's do it that way.
Let's
Whereas
it's not
being
let's do
slightly
it that
dyslexic,
way.
I basically gave up on reading. I have great comprehension scores, so now I have to read longer books in a shorter amount of time.
It's not so much that we'll scrap our entire system, do it that way. It's let's try to integrate that into our already fucking cramped system
And do it very poorly.
with people who just don't care about the kids.
Also, Lamb, I do not apologize for the Monk Guild name.
I hate you.
For the what guild name?
The Monk Guild. It'll come up eventually.
Damn it, Good.
Does it look like there's anyone in here that is not reading?
Well, you can see that there are about 20 different guards in here, or magic users
Jesus.
specifically.
No magic-y cheating, I'm guessing. Is that why everyone's around?
Are you asking the person?
Yes, I'm saying it's probably a no magic event, right?
The person looks back up from the book that they're reading, that they had their nose in, apparently. And responds, yes, no magic is permitted, and they will actually be making sure you are actually reading the books.
To which Unan pipes up, "So what if I have a summon?" He points at Athos.
Okay,
And then
so
he points
you
at
made
his-
it obviously clear. I was about to roll.
Right. He points at his forehead. And he goes, not like, planar summons, but like, the connected kind of summons.
While they certainly can exist here in this library, they are not permitted to enter the competition.
Oh, of course. I just, I don't want you to wipe her from existence.
Yet.
No, she can be here and fucking shit, this person is blind.
He has the thickest glasses you have ever fucking seen.
He finally goes, "Oh wow, she's technically not even a real person. She's basically just a female set of armor, more or less."
It was in regards
Yeah.
to Tate still fucking...
Oh.
Still hasn't noticed.
Excuse me, sir. I would like to enter the competition.
Same.
If you had the ability to connect to minds, Tate.
Read it for us.
Well, no, I was gonna say, Athos will hover over Kaz and just read it for him as he's like interpreting it through her brain.
Fuck it, the person's taking 10.
It's just a couple minutes of him just staring at someone without eyes before it clicks.
Marcus, I have rolled like a 4, then an 8 for your summon thing, and then a 3 and now a 2.
Damn.
So, yeah, no, this person is blind. I'm sorry to say.
Your summon needs to enter the disguise competition at this point.
Especially with this person being a judge, if they were.
Oh. Oh god, what was that guy's name?
Again,
Steve?
I can't. Lawful good.
Hold on.
Barrington.
No. Hold on. There's a blind dude in Skyrim who had a diary. It was just blank.
Oh, that guy.
Wolfer the Blind.
Yeah.
It's just that guy. The book he has face is just empty.
What was the question? Was there a question? No. No, the person was taking 10. Well, I mean, okay, I guess there was a question about what the person's name was. I didn't go far back enough in my head. After taking 10, because fuck my rolls, apparently, the person at the desk notices Kaz. And asks, are you able to read books just fine?
Yes, I am more than capable of reading books. I'm very fluent in several languages. After all, books are a quick passage into the mind.
Very well then. If you guys want to enter then, feel free to find a seat that is open. The competition will begin in a few moments.
Sit down, grab my book. I take the corner seat.
Yeah, I go and sit down too. How many, rolls?
Let's go for 3d20.
Making use of the
Plus.
buttons.
Plus
it is
linguistics
int.
or anything? Int? Int or linguistics?
Well, let's make it both.
For
Wait,
me, they're
int.
the same, but...
And linguistics?
Yes, add both.
So, add int twice, plus your rank?
I mean, it would be the d20 plus int plus linguistic skill if you have it. If it is not trained,
So
do not add
D20 plus
linguistics.
Linguistics is int. Is what I asked.
I'm aware, but you could also put ranks into linguistics, which will modify what the actual bonus is to linguistics.
Gotcha, so do not do int twice, in other words. Okay.
Yeah, if you have linguistics trained, add it.
Again, I don't, and I have no ranks in it, so
Then don't add it.
it's the same
It's just
thing.
So just
D20
do
plus
an
int.
int run.
Right. Anyway, I have my rolls on my, thing.
3d20?
Yep. And give me a moment as I set up dice here.
So, Marcus is my bonus to linguistics over here.
Marcus is your bonus to linguistics?
No, my bonus is over here at my roll spot. That button is actually pretty fun. Ah, Marcus wasn't here.
Yeah, I was gone. I typed bathroom.
Ah, I didn't see that. Do you want to see my bonus to linguistics?
Sure. I don't understand. What's with all the d6s?
I had fun with the button.
Ah,
By the way, there is a cap of 100 dice you can have in a position at any given time with that system.
Okay.
That doesn't mean to go crazy with the 100 dice, but there's more than enough ample room for that kind of thing.
I'm just not getting rid of them yet because I don't want to forget the numbers I rolled for my d20s up here.
No. Do you know about the clear outside zone buttons and inside zone buttons? You can remove all the d6s outside the zone, and then right-click the outside zone button, and it will get rid of those.
I mean, technically,
Okay.
you can also just delete all your dice that are in there and just resummon a new set.
Yes, but then you could potentially forget the dice that I rolled, which is what you wanted to avoid.
And I couldn't remove the dice I started with.
Anyway, so do we do all our rolls then?
Yeah, if you haven't rolled your 3d20s
Yep, I got
at you sent out,
I did.
I'm still going through the NPC rolls.
By the way, it was my birthday on the 20, a couple days ago.
Happy belated
It is good.
birthday.
Happy Steve Day.
Jared can vouch for that. We didn't get a cake though. Jared, we need to go get a cake.
And then technically, because it is 123 for me and Carrie, today is her birthday.
Happy Carrie Day. I don't care enough. I'm kidding, I do care. Carrie, don't beat me up, please.
She's sleepy, so she might not even be watching.
Okay, after an hour of you guys reading, the competition comes to a close. Any of you guys still are going to be trying to cheat or anything? Do anything fancy?
Nope.
No way.
I am going to have my proper book stand down while I'm going through this book. The one that actually holds it correctly.
Oh, that's fine. There's no rules in this particular competition about using that. Okay, so Marcus, what are your rules?
22, 5, and 18.
Lame's not here. Tate?
17, 16, and 23.
I'm totally here. Oh, you meant in the building.